So again, Biafran today, the United States of Biafran government has sent official letter of recognition to the illegitimate president of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And Tinubu must recognize us. We know it's going to take time. We know people will disagree with it. But I want to say this to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If you refuse to recognize the United States of Biafra, Nigeria will be worse than Somalia. Believe that.
Those who thought that the Biafra struggle would never amount to anything or will not become a reality today should go and bury their faces in shame. Yesterday, Dr. Ngozi Orabweze, the acting prime minister of the Biafra, has said a possible sent a letter of possible exit out of Nigeria, and now the letter is being backed by the UN and President Donald Trump. I think President Bola Ahmed Tinubu would be in panic now as I'm speaking to you now, because no amount of propaganda can stop the exit of the Igbos to exit this contraption called One Nigeria. The contraption that is not favorable to the Igbos, the contraption that has always been full of deceit, hatred, and propaganda against the Igbos. And now the Igbos are now saying they are ready to exit the country without no violence. And it is being endorsed by the UN, by the United Nations, and then also endorsed by the president of the world, in person of President J. Trump. He has also aired his view concerning the possible exit of the Igbos in Nigeria. Now the question is the Igbos really marginalized in the country? Yes, the Igbos are heavily marginalized in One Nigeria. Now take a look at it. Just a recent of the news making rounds on Monday. The 2025 budget is being captured. Like every region, all the lawmakers in respective regions would also draft a proposal of what they want the government to do in their respective regions. Now, to the surprise of everyone, no Igbo states was being captured in 2025 developmental strides budgets. It shows that in 2025 there would be no development in the entire eastern part of the country. And now the lawmakers in the Igbo land are saying they are not happy with the government. For the government to have excluded the Igbos from the 2025 budget, it sent a strong signal that the Igbos are not welcome in this contraption called One Nigeria. And for those, I have always tell people that the only people still having faith in One Nigeria are only the political elites of the Igbos. Now, an average Igbo man, the common Igbo man on the streets, has made up his mind to exit the One Nigeria, because the One Nigeria is a Nigeria full of lies, is a Nigeria full of deceit. Nothing is happening in this country. It has always been for the looters, for those who are bent on stealing public funds. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw some years ago, that made him say they are tired of the system. This is what Odumegu Ojukwu saw that made him say the Igbos would exit Nigeria, and that made him declare the Biafra war. Now, and after that, Gowon said, no victor, no vanquish. Till today, as an Igbo man become president of Nigeria, the answer is no. The hatred is much against the Igbo man. The Igbo man is not giving a sense of belonging to air their views in the one Nigeria fraudulent system. And that is why today, Dr. Ngozi Orabweze has officially written a letter to the president notifying him that, Mr. President, it is time the Igbos need to exit the country, because you cannot stay in a place that you are not welcomed. The question still remains, the Igbos is the Igbo welcome in Nigeria? And the answer is no. From President Muhammadu Buhari government, we've seen the hatred, the injustice that a president once called a particular tribe, the Igbos, the dot nation. He called the Igbos a dot nation. That shows that is a thing of mockery, is a thing of hatred against the Igbo. For you to have called the Igbos the dot nation, it is a very bad omen for the Igbos. It sends a wrong signal that in a country where there is supposed to be unity and love, rather a particular tribe is being used as scapegoat. The president was quick to get an injunction from the court to proscribe IPOB, a terrorist group. The IPOB simply means the indigenous people of that this land, this territory belongs to the Igbos, but yet the government proscribed them as terrorists. And the main terrorists, who are the Fulanis, are working freely. The news making rounds today that the Nigerian army is said to reintegrate 114 repented Boko Harams. But IPOB has been declared a terrorist group. And to crown it all, the United States government review those, made a list of those sponsoring Boko Haram, made a shocking revelation. And Boko Haram was there, was being listed. Al-Qaeda was also listed. Al-Qaeda was also listed. To our surprise, I looked for a place where I looked for a place where the man should have made mention of IPOB, but to my surprise, IPOB was never mentioned. It shows that the government hurriedly tagged the IPOB group a terrorist just because of their agitation. Going about agitating is not a crime. It is enshrined in our constitution. It's peaceful agitation. Are the Igbos not going about a peaceful agitation? Then why would the government tag them a terrorist group? And you still want them to become slaves in this contraption called one Nigeria? Yes, you want them to become slaves, because it has always been the Igbos and the Yorubas. The Igbos and the Yorubas. It has always been the Fulanis and the Yorubas. The Igbo man has been skipped out of the one Nigeria. And today, they are chanting for freedom, that they are no longer interested in anything called one Nigeria. And then, which is true. Because if the Igbos have been deprived of so many things in Nigeria, how then would you want them to be around? For how then would you want them to promote the one Nigeria? How then do you want them to speak good of the one Nigeria? The one Nigeria is a system of fraud. The one Nigeria has caused more damage than good, because it is meant for some persons in the political hierarchy. It is only meant for some persons who are ready and milking the resources, the tapped resources in the southeastern part of the country. And now it is the more reason why Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is saying we can no longer continue in this, because of the injustice, the hatred, the manipulation, name it. And yet, the same people are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the allegation that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said the Igbos are tired of the one Nigeria, and which is true. The Igbos are tired of the one Nigeria. What has one Nigeria benefited the average man on the streets? It has always been the Fulani invasion, the Fulani conquest. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been preaching this a very long time ago, that the Fulani has an hidden agenda in Nigeria. And that is why they are doing everything possible to keep the country united. They are doing everything possible because of their own selfish gain, because of their own selfish interest, not because of the unity of Nigeria. Because there is no unity in Nigeria, and Nigeria is and will never be united. How can you preach unity when a particular tribe is heavily marginalized, when a particular tribe is not giving room to rule or to become the president of the country? You come here, you preach unity. 114 repented Boko Haram would be reintegrated into the society, and you are preaching unity. To hell with the unity of Nigeria. The truth of the matter is that the Igbos are tired of the system, and the Igbos are ready to exit the one Nigeria without any doubt, without any fear. That is why Dr. Ngozi Orabueze have officially written to the president the possible exit of the Igbos, that we are ready to leave the country called Nigeria without war. Let us go.
For that wonderful question, the anchor of this good platform. First and foremost, I want to say, Samonekpa has come out to say, or has outlined countless times, that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win BiAFRA with a barrel of gold for the second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win BiAFRA with a barrel of gold, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojukwu fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did it via his own dimension. So everybody is taking it globally. And now we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Samonekpa should be discredited, the likes of Ohane's Ndigbo and that of the southeastern governors. But my question is that You said Samonapa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Samonepa and Nnamdi Kanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that see they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of BiAFRA in the world in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other. Nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Samonapa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible, and why the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also
to the government, to the Nigerian government be worried about people.
Why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Samonepa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? Say a particular tribe, a major tribe, to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. I mean, dominance. That means the Hausa man would now dominate virtually every government parastatals in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Igbo man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. And eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Yoruba man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we now know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angwabula said, he said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country. And we know it. I know it too. And every normal man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. If a Fulani man has the spirit of dominance, for you to dominate him, it will take ages. In terms of population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that Ojukwu have foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this Biafra struggle. And now, gradually, it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now, there are some Igbo men are even tired of the system called Nigeria, just because they feel their brother is still in president. Now, my brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing the Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That I am very certain of. Yes, we will championing because it is certain when their president, when their brother is being kicked away from the presidency, already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there is a plot, and then the big shots in the north are forming alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league, sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And no, nobody can take that factor what NFI did. Honestly, that made President Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Angulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Order Forum. He said post that election that the Northern Order Forum supported Tinubu, but come 2027, Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now if the average left person is not will not given the vote, now where will they get the vote? It just come by 2027. The same thing the universe have started doing this for. Now they will be the master mind of it, because I can bet you by 2027 Yoruba will stop, and that's the slogan that will continue the trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the government and exit the country. And then the government now will not take them thank them for being unserious, because now that the government is championing for the exit, we are saying the government is not serious. There are claims that the government is not serious, but I can bet you when the system will not catch up with you, then you will know why the government has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.